Slobs to the north of the map, and to the south in the blue, as the Koreans, will be Ganji.
Yeah, Ganji already see has perfect gold at the back, but besides that, his map is not very good. Like everything else is forward, stone and secondary gold. But you got it even worse, you know what?
Yeah.
So both could have had a better map here. Doesn't look too well for either of them, but that means that Ganji has it actually a bit better with the main gold at least safe. And you know what? If if Ganji somehow finds out about those golds and stones, I would definitely go for early towers push.
Yeah, for sure. I think that you go for the tower push, add the mangonels behind it. The towers, of course, help protect against the monks. It sort of makes up for the fact that Koreans have bad monks, right? You can at least ward away the enemy monks, and then
Yeah,
you can maybe try and pressure with an earlier Imperial Age.
yeah. Um, that's definitely an option, but it's gonna be hard to see like the gold. I don't think you'll be able to see it at all. Maybe not even in Castle Age, not sure. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what they will do here. In theory, Yo could Monk Rush. Gloves do get Redemption, do get Sensitivity, but Koreans are kind of perfect to defend against it, right? With their towers.
Yep, it's one of those civs that you can kind of get by, at least in Castle Age, against good monk civs, even though your monks are really bad. And I think that's why one of the reasons we're seeing Koreans have a moderate amount of success in the tournament. But yeah, Slavs with the much better eco than Koreans, it has to be said, with the faster working farmers, going to probably have an edge in that Imperial Age time. And as we've seen time and time again in the tournament, that is absolutely massive.
Yeah, the issue is I don't know what Yo does here in Imp. Okay, he gets to Imp, usually with Slavs, it's either Champions or Halbaso, right? If he goes for Halbaso, he will get wrecked by cannons and towers. If he goes for champions, he will get wrecked by hand cannoneers or arbalests. So I honestly don't know how to play this with Slavs.
Yeah, it's always tricky when you have a good range civ versus a civ that prefers melee units, but that is why I think that it would behoove Yo to do something a little bit more aggressive, just because the late game of Koreans here is, as you're saying, going to be very tough to stop, as good monks are really the only thing you have going for you.
Yeah. Well, let's see the relics. The relics we got two better for Ganji, one better for Yo, and two neutral. So yeah, the relics are better for Ganji here. Um, well, I don't see Yo going for a double monastery or something like that, so he will struggle to get the relics actually. But there is a good chance he will open scouts, right? With their beautiful farmers of the Slavs, you can go for many scouts early on and take map control, Korean scouts. I don't know, not the best, right?
No, not not especially. You're missing. I mean, in Castle Age, it doesn't really matter that much so long as your civ has husbandry, but
Yeah.
it's still not a direction that you really want to tech in, if possible, unless you really want to get husbandry for your war wagons later on.
And if we get to see War Wagons, I'll be so happy. Like, I've been craving for them the whole tournament, and we didn't get them once even, I think.
I know it's you just if you see Koreans, all you want to see are towers, war wagons, and siege onagers. You just want to
Yeah.
see that epic late game army.
Yeah. Well, Ganji went up a bit faster with 24 villagers compared to 25. And none of them is adding a barracks yet, which is a bit surprising. So maybe we will not see. Okay, as soon as I say that, Yo goes and places his barracks. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that he'll go for scouts, while Ganji is definitely not going for that. So the question is full boom, or will he add a barracks later on the way to Castle Age and do some spearmen? I think that will be the case.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's a dynamic we see a lot with the not super great eco or not super great cav civs. It's just adding in those spearmen, trying to maybe get one or two relics, and then prevent the scout player from only investing into, like, 2 scouts and then getting a huge boom behind it. I would say that it's still not as consistent as just going for the scout approach, but I can see why players do it.
Yeah. Market blacksmith for you. I really don't like the that you can see that villager. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, you don't block your pass, especially not on this patch. Like, you leave one tile gap so the villagers can go between the market and the blacksmiths, because now they have to take a journey, especially if you're not paying attention, and that's horrible being placement by Ganji.
Yeah, just needed to be like 1 tile further away. Oh.
Yeah, that villager is still going crazy. Oh my god.
I mean, if those were Nikov's villagers, they'd already be on the other side of the map at this point.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna open that gap there. He's put villagers on that 1-3, so we'll be fine, I guess. But still, don't like that at all. So double with X-Force, color for both. And Yo is going for the scouts. Ganji, if we don't see a barracks, and we don't see a barracks,
no.
and he has 4 on gold, I don't know how to explain that.
It's something that we've seen a little bit in the tournament so far. I'm not entirely sure the goal of it. Oh, whoa. Okay, I built the barracks next to the TC for a second, but no, it's just for a farm. I guess it's just based off of his resources. It's going to be for the full-on boom approach.
Yeah. I mean, he does have the better sieve, but I feel like giving up map control entirely usually didn't end too well during the tournament. I don't remember many sets that the player with 5 relics lost. Except Viper.
A game yesterday.
Yeah. Except that one very special game yesterday. But that was a very rare game.
Yeah.
So yeah, double TC by Ganji, 1 on wood, 1 on stone. And him going on stone already means that, it could be an early force TC, and also he can start adding towers quite early. That's nice.
Yep, Koreans, of course, with the faster working stone miners, going to be able to get those defenses or even extra TCs down maybe a little bit faster. But for the meantime, Yo, going to be content guarding the opponent's gates, making sure that nothing is sneaking on out. As that even that 1 starting scout can be really annoying if you're just trying to peacefully gather relics.
Yeah. I guess his 4 villagers on gold are there to just buy food, and that's kind of a clown approach there, but I don't fully get it. Like, wouldn't it be better to just do 2 extra farms instead of buying food? I don't know. Oh well. Second TC for Yo on his secondary gold. First monk out. Ganji, I feel like he should be quite a little bit more active. Ooh, what's happening there? Look at that villager escaping.
Yeah. Or is that just for the scout?
Just for the scout, he doesn't want to show it. Oh, I like that. I mean,
yeah.
I thought it would be something sneaky with a villager coming out, but no. Ooh, look at the Siege Workshop by Yo.
Ooh.
And the bear. What's up with that?
So unbearable.
So he's like, okay, Ganji is booming. I need to put pressure, not allow him to boom peacefully. And you know what? I don't hate that.
Yeah, you are against Koreans, of course. So the guard tower defense is going to be something to keep in mind. But as much as I hate to agree with Bug'em, I do think it's probably best for Yo to wait until he has enough Mangals to even challenge guard towers.
Need an answer a phone call, you entertain them, okay?
Yeah, so Yo already picking up some relics, adding in that 3rd TC, so even though he is going for the aggressive approach, he does want to make sure he has a decent economy behind it. Siege Workshop in now for Ganji. And we're just seeing, okay, the outpost is there. He knows exactly what's coming in. But gonna need to get those towers down sooner rather than later because although Ganji is mining stone, this is obviously a forward stone. So you can't lose control of it, otherwise you're going to be in for a really, really bad time. So, yeah, well, first Mangonel is out, and... Oh... Ganji, beautiful job popping out of the Siege Workshop, getting the 1-for-0 trade, and any amount of time he can buy is good for him.
I'm back, basically.
Alrighty, welcome back.
So what did I miss? One Dead Mangonel from Yo? Yeah. Oh, Dead Monk? No. 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 Dead Scout. Oh yeah, so... Who has a lead here? Ganji? Massive villager lead already, wow. 17 villager lead, minute 18. That's insane.
Yeah, both players, very good macro so far in terms of minimizing the idle TC time, but Ganji being so much faster in adding in the extra TCs. Going to be working with a big Vil lead. Yo, to compensate for that, is going to be getting, well, all of the relics probably. But it's still going to be nice for Ganji in terms of defending.
Yeah. I really like that outpost by Ganji. You always want to know exactly what's happening, because right now Yo was in the dark all the time. Now with outpost of his own, he can also see that, so now it's fair. And ooh, look what Yo is going for. I love it. But don't lose Mangonels. Oh my god. Redemption Sensitivity. That
is going to be essential, but so far, Ganji's actually had the superior Mangonel control. What, 3 for 1 at this point in favor of our blue player? Make that 4 for 1.
Yeah.
That's not a way to break into Ganji's base, Mr. Yo.
And it was a disaster so far by Mr. Yo. So his push achieved absolutely nothing, just pain. And he's far behind in economy. His only compensation is the 5 relics, I guess.
I mean, I guess 5 relics is okay compensation, but... Oh, well, at least the monk will force the deletion of that Mangonel. Koreans are an irredeemable civ. They have no redemption.
Yeah, but he already got the stone for a castle, right? Or for hell no, how many towers? 6 towers. So he shouldn't be too worried about this push. I assume he will do a castle in front of his stone somewhere, just outside of the Mangonel range.
Well... You do need to actually spend that stone. Okay, there we go.
That's too forward, I would say.
Yeah, this feels like the Mangonels could really pressure those villagers.
Yeah, that's like 1 tile to forward, if my math is correct. If I can count to 5.
I don't trust myself to count to 5. Okay, there we go.
That's a better one.
Oh, villagers derping around on the foundation. But...
Yeah.
Imp on the way here for Ganji, gonna be faster than Yo. By a pretty significant margin. Resources already over 1,000 more resources collected for the civ that has no eco bonus versus the civ with a really good eco bonus, so that has to feel really good for Ganji.
Yeah, all of that, plus handcart over wheelbarrow, and well, now 7 villager leads, so massive economy leads here for Ganji. Oh, but the Mangonel deleted, yeah, perfect. So now what? Like, I assume opening with cannons would make sense against the siege, but then again, you already got redemption, so it might be tricky. So maybe, yeah, he's any ranges. Maybe Arbalest opening.
An Arbalest opening on Arena? Color me shocked.
Well, as long as it's not skirmishers, I mean, fine. Man, what's up with those range deciders that we see? He's ruining the farming eco. The placement. Well,
the lack of efficiency. It kills me. And behind this, Yo does click up to the Imperial Age. It's going to be a little under 2 minutes slower. But it's now starting to gather a lot of stone, and... I guess maybe... I wonder if Boyars would be an option in this matchup.
Boyars? How does he do against Arbalest?
Oh, you got 3 Pierce armor. So you're better than Cavalier, but worse than Paladins, just because you have the less HP. But it looks like probably champions for the time being, but you still have to be really careful, though, because you're just opening against a range civ.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about, right? You open champions, but your opponent will probably have Arbalest or Hand Cannoneers, so, like... What's your plan? No, he's actually opening pikemen. That's even worse.
Uh,
Is that how the
Opening-
soul?
Against another Civ, that would make a lot of sense. That is not Koreans.
Weird. Well, I mean,
Uh,
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what to do as Slavs here. I would have Monk Crushed and try to
Yeah.
play 1TC first team. But what do I know?
You are the clown Kaiser. You know everything.
I mean, I would have definitely Monk Crushed here, but it's hard against Koreans. It's definitely hard. And now Ganji hits the walls, going for a forward castle. I like that. Where will he place it, though? He
Well,
knows about the castle.
Oh, okay, now he sees the enemy castle, so just place it a little bit to the side. Gonna probably be the next best thing to denying that secondary stone as well,
Yeah.
as Yo's main stone is about to run out, and of course that is going to be really helpful. In an upcoming Treb War, you just can't afford to be losing your castles if you're not a Bombard Cannon Civ.
Yeah. I mean, the castle could have been like 8 more tiles forward. Right on the wall would be perfect, I would say. But yeah, players are a bit scared.
Cowards, you mean?
Yeah. Did he do chemistry? Yeah, he has chemistry already, so he can do cannons. But does he have a siege workshop? Yeah, he has 2 at home, but that's a long journey forward. Onager for Yo. I mean, I don't want to call it, but Yo needs a miracle.
Yeah, Ganji's game plan seems much more decisive than Yo's. I mean, Yo opens scouts and is like, okay, we'll take map control. He tried to go forward upon seeing the enemy boom, but that didn't work out. And now he's being kind of indecisive in early Imperial Age, which honestly has been one of the biggest difference makers I felt in this tournament. Is the player who's a lot more decisive in going for their early Imp army composition is just getting this huge advantage in map control.
Yeah. With so many players that are kind of, I'll try this and that, and then he has 3 Cavaliers, 2 Skirmishers, and a random Spearman, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a good shot by Yo. But the castle... Ah, man. Well, Ganji, what are you doing? All the builders on the stone, why are they not repairing?
Oh
My god.
Oh.
That means
that is
not only a
kind of
massacre, but that castle is gonna go down so quickly because only 4 villagers are repairing.
Yeah, this is just really bizarre. To be fair, both castles are going to go down here,
Yeah,
but
Ganji could have saved his. He can now go for the traps with his cannons, if only he was repairing. But let's see, gonna be a big engagement here. Ganji? Hello? Okay. 1
well,
cannon
the monks are
down.
going to try and push away the cannons.
Well, you were asking for the towers earlier, and Ganji delivers. Towers would be great here. Time to back up those traps, I would say, and go for the next castle, though. And more cannons are needed.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. We actually are seeing some cav upgrades come in for Yo. I guess he just wants to go for a bunch of trash units.
no.
Those cannons are really too far forward. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Oh, Slavs are now a bombard cannon civ.
That was horrible by Ganji. Well, he's playing super sloppy so far, I have to say. Like, his boom was very good, but his micro is still not there today.
Well, yeah, it's just this early Imperial Age has not been so kind to him. Got a few trebs for each player. The cannon could be a big difference maker, of course, but at this point, Yo's starting to hang on.
Yeah, I mean, he's now getting cap traps. And let's see, it's gonna be a big fight. There is only 1 cannon. He needs to shoot at the Onagers with a trap. The monks are going for the cannons, though the micro of Yo has been so much better so far. Cannon converted. Oh man.
Ganji trying to go for some nice splits, and
Oh,
there you go.
You
Turns
know,
out you don't need bombard cannons to counter onagers, you just have trebs.
yeah. Siege drums could be actually sick here, because at the moment Ganji doesn't have any. Well, now he's doing some pikemen. So he has to house wall to save his traps from the ram. Because the hand cannons do 0 damage to it basically and the crossbows. But well, as the cannons are there. But will they shoot? Hello?
Yep. Yeah,
Eh,
for those for those who don't know, hand cannons get 2 bonus damage against rams.
they do?
So they actually deal 2 damage to battering rams, but capped rams and siege rams each have ram armor, so you only deal 1 damage to captain siege rams.
Okay, today we learned. We are getting another castle by Yo, defending that golden stone. The hussars are now coming. Ooh, look! Oh, look at that! I mean, I assume, I can only guess, that that siege workshop on the right side was supposed to produce 1 onager and then cut it to Ganji's base in the south. I can just guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that's why Ganji is reacting with towers there instantly. Not all to save his villagers, but probably to avoid that as well. Halbin coming, siege ram for Yo. Oof. Doubt tower.
Yeah, that isn't super pretty, and I like the idea in this matchup of, okay, Slavs had the far better cavalry than Koreans, so just try and utilize the mobility as best you can. As you're saying, one way of doing that is going for the onager counterattack, but Albs are there in the nick of time. Some bills go down, but at the end of the day, Ganji's the one who's near 200 pop,
Yeah.
and Yo doesn't have much to support his siege.
He's now doing siege rams, so Ganji is doing Yupsteon, or however you pronounce that. And
Song.
yeah, and Yo is doing rams on the left side as well. So he's now trying to do what you suggested and just overrun Ganji with mobility, like attack from siege rams on the left, maybe cut on the right. What does he have on the right? No, also siege rams. And just try to raid him with hussars. Let's see if Ganji will be fast enough to react to that. Meanwhile, he's taking a good fight in the middle there, getting all the traps actually. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the Hussars are going to die, and Yo is still losing some very expensive siege units, but still trying to stall and buy time. He did grab the T-nets, so his castles are not going to cost as much stone to repair, I guess, but it still feels like at the end of the day, Ganji's going to be able to keep up this unit production way more easily than Yo will be able to.
Yeah, but look on the left side, the wall is already down, and Ganji's still not reacting, so he got only 1 tower, he's doing nothing. The siege rams are doing an amazing job so far. And if Yo will just send his hussars there, he has a lot of hussars next to his walls, he can go and do chaos inside of Ganji's base, and yeah, the tower is going down. Ganji's still not reacting. That's a problem with Koreans' mobility.
Exactly, and Yo's doing a great job of abusing that fact. Ganji's army is on paper significantly better than Yo's. I mean, it has 7 bombard cannons and counting, but Yo's just not allowing Ganji to take a straight-up fight. That's exactly how you need to play this matchup. That said, you are going to need to reckon with this army at some point, Mr. Yo.
Yeah, that's a big push now inside of his base. He needs to send half there. He's doing a great push in the middle of the map. Like, he has a lot of cannons. He took down 1 castle, going for the neck. That's a military that is going to be super hard for Yo to stop. But if he loses his economy, look at that castle push by Yo. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Is this forward enough for you, John Slow?
That couldn't have been more forward. That's a castle that I approve. John Slow certified, and let's see. I mean, he can just keep spamming them. He got the unique tech. He can just keep spamming castle, and imagine 2 more castles in the back base of Ganji.
Yeah. I mean, Ganji would have to... I mean, he's already spreading his eco out a little bit to the right side where his army is, so that makes a lot of sense, but Ganji himself saying not to be outdone with the forward stone defenses. Gonna be coming in with towers in Yo's base.
I guess now it's all about who kills his opponent faster, because both are kind of in trouble. Yeah, Ganji is popped, and Yo doesn't have a lot of military, so that kind of doesn't look too well for him, but you know what? No, I like Ganji's position more. Yo just lost a monastery with the 5 relics. He has 6 cannons inside of his base, he's lots of health and engineers. It's gonna be very hard to stop. Oh my god, ground attack on the hussars.
Yeah. That... was very well done. Even two-handed swordsman getting denied,
Yeah.
and Ganji, even if the initial reaction to the siege rams felt a little on the slow side, he is getting there when he needs to, getting those extra walls up, slowing down the push, and then just sending forth some cheap halves to clean up everything. He's got his towers forward, he has Ipsong in, and right now Yo feels very dead in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. He's sending long swords, but they are not gonna be very useful here. What Ganji should do now is do a monastery between those towers just to, even if temporarily get those relics, it's super easy to pick them up right now. Yo gathered them for him, basically.
Yeah, that would be cute. Fortified wall incoming even. Oh, and Vils, yeah, just gonna be walking right past for the time being. Right now, Yo is trying to climb back up in terms of population, but his eco is still almost entirely in his own base, so therefore rather trapped right now. Big push here with the two-handed swordsman. They have all their defense upgrades, but let's see if it's enough.
Yeah, let's see. Hussars are trying to come for the cannons. Not really working. The long swordsmen are dying to the halves and the towers. But yeah, there is just no way.
An admirable effort from Yo, but Ganji is still chilling at 200 pop, and he's got around 60 units in the queue. Still in his opponent's base, and has mostly cleaned out all the stuff in Yo's base. The fortified walls are incoming.
That was great defense by Ganji. Like Yo did, I guess, his best option. Like I don't have a better idea. He did exactly what he should have done, but Ganji with his BF skills already re-walled with fortified walls. Like he's doing exactly what needed. His defense, as you said, it was maybe a bit late, but his reaction. But it was perfect in the end. Oh, two cannons converted. That's something.
He's trying to keep that castle alive, but it's still 4 bombard cannons with siege engineers, and yeah, that castle isn't going to be able to stand. Goes, and so much of Yo's eco is now in massive danger.
Yeah. Yeah, not looking good. Yo's still not giving up, but he's now dropping below 100 villagers. And he's losing his Nasser monastery. Oh, I'm gonna convert the cannon, but the cannon instantly dies. His seal will start falling down. Does he have any economy outside? Yo, no, not really.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's still very trapped in his base with his eco, and the towers are going to mean the villagers aren't going to have the cleanest escape in the world. And there is the GG called Ganji, the underdog, taking game number 1 with Koreans.
Yeah, very, very well played by Ganji. Like, his plan was great. Like, he did exactly what he needed. Versus a civ like Slavs, used Koreans perfectly. And yeah, he's 1-0 ahead here with, I don't know, like using Koreans, which in theory was his 5th pick. Well, yeah, it was both players went for their 5th pick, so Ganji should be happy with the victory. And yeah, it's his statistics. So kill death ratio much better for Ganji. He also had much more military max. Economy. You actually collected a bit more resources, but Ganji with more gold, and that's the only thing that matters.
And his army is so much cheaper than Yo's as well, which really helps.
True. Villager max was more for Ganji and more APM, so 1-0 for the Swedish player.
That was a fun game number 1.
Yeah, was great. Not your standard light cam into Relic War, basically just giving up on relics by Yo and by Ganji, sorry, and still winning. That was impressive.
Perhaps showing that you don't necessarily need to fight for the relics if you just push out an early imp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so Koreans winning against the Slavs. Let's see the options. So what's your bet on the next saves?
Oh boy. Maybe Byzantines versus Vietnamese.
Byzantines, Vietnamese. It's possible, you know what? It's possible.
That's
Or
what I would do based on the civs if I was either of these two players, but what do I know?
what if I have a feeling you will go for Persian?
Okay.
That would be that could be something. Let's see if they have started. No,
Not
not
yet, I
yet.
believe.
I want to see like a big monk war, so like Bohemians versus Bengalis. That would be insane.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, if there is one, not one, if there is a scenario in which Bengalis monks are not that great and the armor is not important, it's in a monk war, right? Because you don't bring armor to a monk war. So, yeah, I would say if Yo goes for Bengalis, Ganji has to go monks.
Yeah, I mean, Bengalis can still flex having a good economy, so I mean, they are still a good monk civ, even in a monk war, but not as good as something like Bohemians with the extra gold income or Portuguese who have the discounted monks.
Okay, we are waiting for the players to start. They're in the lobby already. We'll be starting any moment. Ganji needs 2 more victories. No, I honestly feel like Yo will go for Persians. I cannot explain that, but he's like, okay, let's use my war civs first and then keep my best ones for later.
Well, can't say Yo doesn't have the experience when it comes to longer series and draft management.
Yeah, definitely knows his way around drafts.
Taking a bit of time to start this one. Much deep thought, I'm sure, is happening.
Okay. Okay. They have started, so let's go and see those Persians.
Just to make you happy, John
Oh,
Slow.
was I correct? Oh, well, that was one of the options.
Yeah.
Not the Persians, but we did get the Bohemians versus Bengalis, guys. Bohemians, Bengalis, oh boy. Oh boy. And if it's about Monk Micro, let me tell you that, I think Yo stands no chance here if they
Yeah.
both go for a Monk Rush.
Yeah, Ganji, he is a much faster player and is known for his monk control. So I wonder what Yo then is going to do. If the idea is to not get into Monk War versus Ganji, which I think is pretty fair, what do you do as Bengalis versus Bohemians?
I honestly don't know. Like you could try Light Cove, but then Bohemians can add the sick pikeman. You can try castle defense, but then Bohemians just go on stone, and after 2 seconds they got enough stone for a castle, because they got the stone upgrades for free and gold. So I honestly don't know. I honestly feel like it has to be a monk war, but I always forget, do Bengalis get heresy? I think they do.
They do not.
They do not. Okay, so that's another reason not to go into a monk war.
Yeah,
So
Bohemians have everything
yeah.
at the monastery.
So yeah, I mean, going into a monk war without heresy versus heresy is kind of a suicide, unless he finishes early on. So again, I don't know what to do if I'm in Yo's shoes. Like it was the same in the previous game, and it's the same scenario here. Let's see. Game is starting.
Alrighty, everybody. We had quite the interesting game number 1, but our blue player Ganji able to take it with just the strong, slow push of Koreans, and now he's going to be another strong, slow civ with the Bohemians to the west. And Yo gonna need to figure out or just a plan of attack, I guess, against Ganji as the Red Bengalis to the east.
Yeah, and let me tell you that if Ganji does go for a Monk Rush, he will be in a huge advantage, because just look at those maps, it's very unfair for you, unfortunately. Ganji with perfect stone and gold at the back, while Yo with the exact opposite, every scene is forward, except secondary gold. That's a really bad map to defend with, and maybe it will force him to play differently, I don't know. But I honestly don't know how to play this differently. What would you
Uh,
do as Bengalis here? Do you have
uh,
any ideas?
I would probably play scouts to take relics and then just play for a super late game with a bunch of elephant archers.
The problem is that, again, Bohemians get so sick pikemen with extra
Yeah.
bonus damage, so like would be bad versus that.
Yeah.
And I don't think going elephant archers against Bohemians is a very good idea, because like even if you get 3 conversions of those elephant archers, the elephant archers take hours to kill other elephant archers. So you'll basically place
But you
tanks
have
in the middle of
conversion
them.
resistance, and you pick up faith. And then you say, "What's up, bro?" As it takes 10
Yeah,
years to get converted.
but still, you need 2 conversions, and that's it. You don't need to
Yeah.
convert them all. You convert 2, and then you basically have 2 siege ramps in between the elephants that takes all the fire, and then you get
Also hook
whatever you
pizza.
want. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. This is looking very bad for Mr. Ya, I would say. Well, maybe Ganji will ease his pain so quickly and take him out 3-0 and like release him from the arena. But
No, but Yo has to win arena so people stop picking it against him.
yeah, well, we'll see. We will see. I just hope that Ganji won't crashes, because if he goes for, I don't know, a Bohemian Light Cav or something weird like Bohemian Archers with chemistry, I will be very, very sad.
No. He's gonna go for just a few spearmen, 3 TC boom, imp, skirmishers.
No, don't even say that. That would be a crime against humanity if he does that. But yeah, we will see. I mean, he has a lot of villagers queued. Usually, if you go for the fast Monk Rush, you don't do that many villagers. But yeah, he just dequeued some, so I guess he's gonna click up with 23 villagers? Seems so.
He's already going over to gold, building the mining camp, so this could be for a very fast uptime.
Yeah, I should go after this one, I would say.
And actually, both players going up on the 24 pop. I like going up fast with Bengalis just because you get those extra villagers sooner. But as to what your Yo's doing beyond the quick uptime, it's not super clear yet.
Yeah. So both are up exactly at the same second, no idle TC time. Yo will have the better economy, as you said, with the extra 2 villagers that he will get. But Ganji will compensate for that with his gold and stone upgrades that he gets for free, so that's something nice as well, especially if you go heavy on the golden monk rush.
Exactly. But will that barracks come down for Yo? I think it is pretty unlikely that Ganji just goes scouts in this situation. Yo, on the other hand, though, just adding in his 3rd farm and only has 5 on wood.
I don't think Yo will do a barracks. Like it's too fast. It's way too fast to be able to afford a barracks and a stable. You see, he has 200 wood only. It will be hard to even get a market at the blacksmith. So, and he's already added more to gold. Both are going monks. I love it.
There you go.
Both are sending more already. Ganji already 6 on gold. Oh, don't block your wood line again. I will be mad. Okay, no.
Well, this is going to be interesting for sure. And this is going to be the sort of game that is good for Ganji. As as we were saying, he is very comfortable in the Monk War and has a bit of a better civ for doing it.
Yeah. Well, he now clicking up 2 idle seconds, you're clicking up 5 idle seconds, and you're 6 on gold, Ganji 8 on gold. Ganji means business.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it. With those free mining upgrades, he's gonna have all the gold he needs for extra monks. Unfortunately, no cheap monasteries for Bohemians anymore.
Oh, I remember
Those
the
were the
cheap
good old days.
monasteries. Those were. I miss them. I really miss them. But yeah, you could say they were kind of OP. Right? They're still super strong, but with that,
Yeah, they're still one of the best monk rush civs.
yeah. Well,
Oh, is he actually gonna go forward with the monasteries as those bills are coming out?
yeah, it's too early to do them on the wall. Oh, but that's a dead scout for Ganji probably, so that's not great. We'll stay blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only blind, but he will also won't have a scout to snap your. Well, he won't be able to snap yours monks because he is Bengalis and he gets extra armor. Oh, look at them! They could meet in the middle.
Well, this could be a very awkward moment for both players.
Let's see.
Ooh, even a Vil moonwalking,
Oh,
showing
yeah.
style.
He's going right past.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh, come on. Will the scout find though? It's so close. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on. Look at that. He doesn't know. Oh my god. This is beautiful, guys. Peak Age of Empires right here.
You may not like it, but this is how AoE2 is meant to be played.
Both will get a very nice surprise in a second when the monster goes up.
Yo, 4 Vils ahead, but Ganji with all those mining upgrades for free, already 12 Vils on gold. Awkward moment
God.
for both players as they realize the other is there.
Siege Workshop is fine. It's fine. But the third monastery is more important. And you can see that Ganji is queuing already a tournament, which is super important. Yo is doing the same. Third monastery as well. Yeah. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. This is a game we have all been waiting for since the start of Masters of Arena.
Oh yeah, this is the true arena play. But notably, Yo still has a Scout Cav alive, which would be quite nice in maybe forcing some monks back. Fervor coming out as well. Gonna try and get those monks to the front line. And the Mangonel could also actually be quite useful as you don't have the resources for Sanctity and Atonement. Or sorry, Sanctity and Redemption yet.
Yeah, exactly. That Mangonel could turn deadly. You can say it out already, I would say. And now at the Ram. If Ganji can afford the Ram to take the monasteries down, he'll be in a huge position here. Let's see now. You convert one monk, I convert it back. Oh!
Or not!
What? Okay.
Oh!
Don't kill the scout. Oh. Okay. Does he have monk juice? On any of the monks?
No.
Oh no! Oh my god! He can kill. Oh no! But he missed the monks. Is he gonna find them? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the quick walls! That's hilarious.
Oh, this is more like it. This is how you Masters of Arena.
Oh, but the villager is gonna die to the wolf? No. Okay. Quick walls. But the monks are coming now. Those monks, do they have, yeah, both have juice already. Okay. 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 You convert one monk. I convert it back. Oh, but Ganji's not converting. Oh, he's gonna lose both monks in the north. Oh, come on.
Oh, no. Yo, gonna convert that one back as well, but Ganji has that Ram addition, so he's at least able to apply pressure to the enemy monasteries.
Yeah, that's so important. He's gonna lose all the monasteries here. That's big for Ganji. Yo might have the score lead, but it's not looking too good for him. And both villagers without loom. Oh no! Move the scout.
No.
Oh no! Okay.
Yeah, having that Siege Workshop is turning out to be quite useful. We have Redemption and Sanctity on the way for Yo as needed, but actually, Sanctity doesn't even look like it's going to come in.
Yeah, and we got double the monks from Ganji already. Oh, not the villager with the wolf. Oh no. He deletes it. Oh, but the scout is coming, and that monk, well, it's a Bengali monk. I don't think it will kill. Yeah, especially with the monk killing, the scout has no chance. But more monks are coming, and those monks are without the juice. Let's see.
Yeah. Already queuing up those conversions. They're
Oh, but
focused on the scout right now, but just switching them on over to the enemy monk. Scout gonna have to die an ignoble death. But Yo's actually already adding in more scouts. He already has 2 from a stable.
and a stable, yeah, he's sending scouts forward. I mean, those scouts are not light capsules, they're not gonna be very deadly. Ganji could easily add a barracks. Trying to escape with the monks in the south here. Is he gonna escape? No, Sensit is super important for when scouts are coming.
Oh, one of the monks didn't lose its conversion chain. And right now the scouts are coming in here from Mr. Yo. Sanctity
boy.
not in yet, and there's going to be a very important little win for our red player.
Yeah. Ganji's micro again could have been better so far. Another. Oh man, God. It's the problem with games. It's so hard to cast, right? Like you don't know. Monks are converting, and they're converting back, and they're converting. Like it's. Who's leading right now? I don't even know. Yo has to
We're just along for the ride. These guys are doing what they do, and we're just, you know, it's just whatever happens, happens.
Is Yo leading?
Yeah. I mean, he has those scouts. He's starting to kill monks. He's getting a little bit ahead in the monk war. Oh, but once make that 2 scouts getting converted, and of course everything is just switching right back around.
The problem is those are Bengali monks. They don't die that fast. So, in case, actually, I don't even know, man. I'm so confused right now. Some monks. Oh, okay. So if you check the armor on the monks, the monks that Yo has right now don't have armor because those were converted monks. They actually die quite fast to the scouts. So
yeah.
It all depends, like. Who created that monk?
They are.
Yeah. If he's a traitor monk or... Oh my god. And now Ganji's leading again. And Joy's doing more monasteries. Oh my god.
I mean, that's how you do it. Notably, the conversion ratio is actually very even. Yo has 1 more conversion than Ganji. It's just Ganji's made so many more units. He's made 15 more units than Yo, most of which are monks.
Yeah. Look at Ganji's stone count. He's already on stone with 8 villagers. That means that he can already get a castle up because both the stone upgrades are for free for the Bohemians. And now the question is where to place the castle. Does he know about the golden stone of you? I don't think he knows.
It does not.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Coming in here for Yo, a little bit housed at a very awkward moment. That is not what you need. As, yeah, Yo's going to try and come in with the Siege Workshop here, but what can you really do when there are so many monks out here already from Ganji? And yes, Yo has better villager count, but ugh.
Oh, he's doing towers. I'm not sure about that. Would have preferred a castle.
I guess maybe he thought he didn't have the time to get a castle down, which I kind of get, but also just watchtowers don't really feel like the strongest defense out there.
We got another monk war in the north. Who gets the conversions? Oh wait, all the monks are blue now, but none of them has the juice that Scout can go and kill them all. Another monk is coming. We got a second TC for Ganji on that gold. Oh man, now some monks are going back. Where's the castle, Ganji?
Yes,
you know what?
Stone.
I would sell the stone, buy the food, and go up to him. And I think that's what he's doing right now. Yeah, exactly. Perfect, Ganji.
Yep. That's how you do it.
He knows what's up.
And he'll still have enough stone for a forward castle.
That's the power of Bohemians, man. Those golden stone upgrades are so good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got what, 16 monks right now as Ganji. He's gonna have the forward castle. He's faster up to the Imperial Age. Sure, he's down 15 vills, but honestly, that doesn't really matter if you have this massive technological and positional advantage.
Yeah, I love the fletching too. Gonna make sure that Yo doesn't get any stone anymore. He can now see the gold as well. So he sees that. So he sees how horrible the map of Yo is. What about the gold that's attacked? Oh yeah, Yo has it untouched, so he can still get some gold for a while. But oh,
Yeah.
Yo is also on the way to Imp. Okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, but that castle's gonna come up. It's going to deny the stone, so at best, Yo's gonna have just one castle to one castle. He's adding in an armored elephant, but well, that can just get converted.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Oh, he's gonna kill the monasteries, I guess. Okay, I don't hate that.
Not bad. Gonna be moving out on the map, of course, just away from the enemy castle. But wait, that's a forward to Imp TC. What?
Oh no. Oh no, and the Rams are there. Imagine if the Rams go for ZTC. Send the Rams to ZTC. Oh no, Mangonel is coming. He's repairing. He should be fine. That's a Draken
even the
TC.
Hussite wagons.
Oh man.
Oh, defensive castle for Yo, but man, Ganji's just gonna be an Imp first. Notably not picking up chemistry yet, though, so...
You don't bring cannons to a monk war.
No. Unless they're hoping stuff, but not quite with the eco for that.
Imperial Age for Ganji, going for all the monk upgrades, the block printing, illumination, theocracy, and getting his trap out. Look at his stone count. I would do another castle. Buy 100 stone, second castle.
Yep.
Just make sure that you win the trap war.
I would never expect that advice coming from you.
What do you mean? Trap wars is life. Trap wars is love. Do the castle.
Do a Trebio. Okay, well, he's got
Those are doing.
one Treb on the way. It's essentially a little more than one Treb behind. And I don't really know how you're going to reconcile with that.
And, well, I don't think he can do much. He can hope to kill Ganji's castle. But he's out of stone. He's not on stone anymore, so we'll have to buy stone. Now we are gonna get a big monk war, maybe? No, Yo will wait for his own imp upgrades for the monastery. Ganji, use the traps. Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, that could be that could bite him in the ass. He might convert a lot of villagers. And then his monks will be without juice, and Yo can convert them back. Oh man.
Well, he does have illumination, so the faith will regenerate pretty quickly. So Yo, I mean, he lost a lot of vills, so he has to try and make something happen right now. And Ganji running away, and yeah, with illumination, those monks regenerate faith pretty fast.
Oh yeah, game over. Look what Ganji's doing.
Oh no!
The heresy. Oh, but that could start a chain reaction. If that monk gets a conversion, okay. Chain reaction. Chain reaction. Yeah, oh man, he's gonna lose everything just before heresy. That's horrible.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding.
Oh, 10 seconds. Don't lose them all right now. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh, okay.
Alright, heresy is it. Game over.
Good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst. And Yo's castle went down. Ganji still has his castle up. Should repair with all villagers. I mean, someone in Amigo should have a serious talk with him and explain to him that you repair your castle with all villagers.
That's how you do it.
Well, we still have monk conversions, but again, the moment you have heresy, you just don't care. You just don't care. You need a miracle to not win. To not lose, sorry, so...
The other one.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Oh no, but the Mangonel now, get in the traps, careful, Ganji!
Oh!
Ganji!
The castle does fall.
Oh man, he's gonna lose all traps, are you kidding me? Oh, and you can convert the traps, even better, don't you?
Yeah!
I know, they have heresy, never mind, so just die, doesn't matter.
It's still a way of destroying them.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, Heresy is a little overpowered in a monk war against a civ that doesn't get Heresy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what Yo can do here, actually. The score is lying. Like,
Yes,
that
100%.
score goes Yo. As soon as Heresy kicks in, score is irrelevant, basically. Because I don't know what if it's correct or how it's calculated, but score becomes completely irrelevant. It tells you absolutely nothing. Because Ganji has a massive lead right now, despite being 1300 score behind.
Yeah, Yo with a massive amount of idle bills. He's trying to go over to the stone, but unless he magically comes in with a massive amount of light cav, it is not really going to matter as the clowning is commencing. All your vills are belong to us.
He's doing 4 stables and forging and Leica with 7 farms. that's optimistic. Fighting with villagers.
Oh no!
Peak AoE, guys. Peak AoE.
This is actually a modern rendition of the Hussite reforms, converting all the vills.
Oh man. Oh man. And Ganji now has a nice villager lead already, still behind in score. So, but also has a lot of idols, 28 idols, so it's like third of his economy. More, but Yo is still converting, but this is definitely it's a 2-0 Ganji.
Yeah. You only have 2 light cav right now against 18 monks. I would like if Ganji was able to get another castle down.
He's converting a trap under the tower. Oh my god. And I thought that was Yo's castle and Ganji could one-shot it with the trap he converted, but yeah, oh man. He converted another trap. Oh no, someone died.
Oh no.
The trap cannot attack that castle, right? Below the minimum range, yeah.
Yep.
That's...
I've never seen somebody so far behind with their score so far ahead, percentage-wise.
yeah. Oh man. And they say Arabia is more aggressive with their skirmishers, man.
Yo, popping out with some light cav, but unfortunately for Yo, this castle is already up.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Was it Yo's way of saying, what the fuck is that, dude?
No.
That was...
He's probably confused by the score.
yeah. I don't know. That was beautiful. And notice that Ganji already has a stone for the next castle, so...
yeah.
Could have died on the other side of the TC. That was a masterpiece.
The conversion ratio wasn't actually that much better for Ganji, 76 to 69. But Ganji made 89 monks to Yo's 54.
Yeah. And whoever has more monks wins, right? The Yo had way more wood, way more food, but it's irrelevant because Ganji had more stone and gold.
Yeah.
And villagers do not matter, APM does not matter, nothing matters, just monks. 2-0, this is looking so good for Ganji.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of a question mark when you're up against somebody who specializes at least more in closed maps against somebody who might not like them as much, but we had the much more standard game.
Yeah.
And then the clown game.
Well, the first game was not very standard as well, right?
Well, I mean, it was more standard than this game.
Yeah. Well, what's your bet for the next game?
With everything on the line, both players using their number 1 civ pick, I think Yo does go Byzantines here because they're going to be decent against everything.
Okay, and what would you go as Ganges if he guesses the Byzantines? Vietnamese or Portuguese?
Yeah, maybe Vietnamese. I want to see Byzantines Vietnamese only skirms.
No. Okay.
What do you think?
I would go. I mean, Yo has to go Byzantines, right?
Yeah.
And if I get that as Ganji, I think Vietnamese would be the best here. Probably. Probably in this current war. Let's see.
Or Yo just goes Persians.
Just, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that could be funny. Persians, Incas would be sick.
You just run into a lot of cameos.
Yeah, comics versus elephants, it would be
Oh man.
amazing.
But yeah, Yo's tournament life on the line already. Even he won his group, but kind of stumbling a little bit here in the round of 16.
Yeah, well, Ganji is a sick player. Like, Ganji
Yeah.
didn't finish at the top of his group just because he had Modri in his group. But Modri is out, and Ganji is looking very, very close to get to the quarterfinals to face Vilesa.
Yeah, I mean, Villas is going to be a really tough opponent for either of these players, but that's what you're getting in all of these quarterfinals.
Yeah, you don't have plebs left, right? Like,
nah.
in the, even in the round of 16, you didn't have
Yeah.
any. Even in the group stage, I mean, you didn't. All the players were super, super, super strong. We also had some upsets before the group stage, so yeah. The
Been a lot
lineup
of
was
fun this
insane.
tournament.
Yeah.
Players definitely taking the tournament seriously.
Well, it's a big prize pool. Let me show you guys the prize pool. So whoever wins here will finish at least as 5 to 8. So he will take $500 home. Whoever loses stays with $250 home. If you win in the quarterfinals, you secure yourself $800. And if you make your way to the final, you secure $1,200. And if you win, you end this tournament with $2,000, which is very, very nice. Everything sponsored by Microsoft, of course, guys. So big thanks to them, obviously. And game 3 is here, so let's go.
I'm ready for this. My body is ready for this matchup.
Let's see. Ah, we called it. We called it.
Yes, we did.
Skirmishers, guys. I know you all miss the skirmishers. We heckin' love skirms. Vietnamese versus Byzantines. I could see at least 600 skirmishers created this game.
I hope we get a 3-hour game like yesterday.
Oh boy, the skirm war here could be insane if we get that.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, Byzantines, Vietnamese, Dravidians, those are the civs that should always end with skirmishers, right? So
Yeah.
not
Lithuanians aren't bad either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So 30 seconds and we will be in the game. So who do you favor here actually? The Vietnamese or the Byzantines?
That's a really tough one. I think personally I like Byzantines a little more, but that just might be like a comfort thing. Just because they're so safe and smooth to play. But I think could go either way. It's a Byzantines matchup.
Yeah, well, whoever has the monks is the favorite one, right? And Byzantines do have the sick monks. The Vietnamese do not. The Byzantines should win in theory. But let's see. Game 4. In game 3 is here.
Indeed. And here we have it. Ganji, one game away from sweeping Yo and making his way to the quarterfinals of Masters Arena 7. He will be the blue Vietnamese to the west of the map, and to the east of the map in the red as the Byzantines. Tournament life on the line. It will be Mr. Yo.
Yep. Is there, well, I don't know if they're close or far, actually. It's hard to tell with these maps. They're, well, both close and far, Kappa. And see, the map of Ganji actually looked quite great if you look at that. Yes, the main gold is kind of plebbish, but everything else is at the back, which is really nice. Yo's map is again a bit worse. Main gold is perfect. It's the opposite, basically.
Yeah.
Main gold is perfect, but everything else is forward. I still would take Ganji's map. And the relics. We got 2 perfect relics for Mr. Yo here. 2 better for Ganji. And 1 a bit better for Yo. So the relics are better for Yo, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll have to see what these guys are going to go for as openings. I mean, both these civs can certainly go scouts, no problem, but maybe they're going to want to do something a little bit more passive, spearman-oriented. But, John Slow, I gotta ask you, my man, what do you think of Hera's claim that Vietnamese are not a good closed-up civ?
Did he say that?
He did say that. He said that alongside Paper Money being the worst tech in the game.
What? Paper Money is Dark Noob's wet dream, like...
I know!
I don't think there is a tag that Dark Noob would prefer over it. But, oh well. Personally, I don't like Vietnamese. But, I mean, the players do love them, especially the open map players. It definitely had many changes during the years, but I always will remember when the Viper said that Vietnamese are the best arena civ.
Yep, I remember that.
So that was a long time ago, but still, they are quite good. I wouldn't put them as an S tier civ, but A tier for sure.
Yeah, and I believe they are the most picked civ in the tournament. Which doesn't necessarily mean they're S tier, of course, because of the way the draft system works, but it does mean at least they are a pretty good civ.
Yeah, that's true. Them and Dravidians have featured, I think, most of the draft. Like, I don't know how to explain. We didn't get Dravidians here, but Vietnamese were, I would say, at least 50% of the time there. It's maybe we have a bug in the system, Kappa.
Is the way the draft works, is it like a bot that does everything randomly for the bans?
Yeah, it's the draft basically bans them. It's not a duck race in the background. It's just how the system works.
Okay.
Back in the CL League, where this idea saw live for the first time, we did it with a duck race.
Yes,
we didn't have the fancy draft. Now, thanks to Zemi, we had the beautiful draft created, and it was just perfect.
Oh, the duck race.
I miss a duck race.
The duck race just had so much personality to it.
Yeah, it had a touch. Like, you had to place and create all the ducks, but it was beautiful. I miss a quacks. Yeah, maybe we can combine them for the next Masters of Arena, like a duck race within the draft.
But... no, that would be peak tournament quality right there. Yeah. Production quality.
Yeah. Maybe we should do it for the final, just for the memes. What is it about the farm of Ganji? What the hell, Ganji? Come on.
Oh, what?
I don't know what's up with that. Okay, both are up, 25 villagers, no idle time. Is there a chance that you'll go for monks here? Or what?
I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't think that's as likely based off of Yo's playstyle, but... Well, we'll have to see. No barracks. Oh, nope, sorry. Ganji is dropping the barracks for himself, so just going to be a very normal scout opening for him.
Yeah. Makes sense, right? Vietnamese Byzantine is a better monk civ, so you don't want them to get all the relics, because there is a chance that they will open monks. But no, Yo is also doing a barracks. So I think for the first time today, we will get a full Life of War.
Well, it was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, but 1 game out of 3 is fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I don't hate a like them.
It's just about variety. You know, variety is the spice of life.
Exactly. What's up with that one palisade wall next? Okay, he deleted it. Never. And place it again. What?
What?
What's going on? Is that a gasser point? No. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Oh,
Blacksmith, stable. Don't see another building.
Yeah, I didn't have the wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, both are going for scout with a blacksmith, so it's gonna be super even. I assume Vietnamese should have it better, right? If they're both going scouts, Vietnamese do get the better economies. They don't pay wood for their eco upgrades, unlike every other civ, including Byzantines. And Byzantines got, well, nothing. Their only eco bonus, correct me if I'm wrong, because I usually am wrong in these kind of things, is a cheaper imp time.
That is correct.
Yeah,
But Byzantines are the best civ at doing the legendary fast imp guild strat.
that's true. But yeah, that's not gonna be the case here. We're gonna get scout, and yeah, let's see who will scout better. No spearmen. Like we have seen many games during the tournament when players went for both scouts and spearmen. We will see. I like the good old scout wars without spearmen. I feel like it's cheating. It's way too fun.
Yeah, it does make things a little bit awkward. Scouts, of course, can always just run away from each other.
Ooh.
Ganji is gonna have his scouts there first, but Yo has more scouts in total. And what do you think of when should you really focus on the monks in a scout war? Because it seems like some players are really delaying the monastery and choosing to get the TCs first, and some players are wanting to get the monks going right away.
I always do it as soon as possible. Like as soon as I get to Castle Age Monastery. Like, but there is a reason why I'm a pleb, and well, they are in the round of 16 of Masters of Arena. But yeah, I always do it instantly, like the players are doing now.
So really, based off of this information, should John Slove choose to sign up for the tournament, he would be in the round of 16.
No, I feel like if I signed up, I don't think I would have gotten to the group stage, to be honest. Like, the lineup was just so good, man.
There are a lot of really good players in this tournament.
Yeah,
Other than Hera and Leary, pretty much every top player signed up.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted the Max to sign up also, but
Oh, yeah.
He turned to the dark. Oh no, the Scout of Ganji. The Max turned to the dark side. I don't know if you know that he actually started as an arena player.
Yes, I did know that. Yep.
And then something corrupted his soul, and he refuses to play a single arena game. So I don't know. I don't know what happens there, but yeah.
We need to go back to the days of the Max playing Arena and Leary playing Black Forest.
Did he play Black Forest? I didn't know.
Yeah, Leary started as a VF player.
Interesting.
That's how he and Hart started playing together.
Okay, oh, the monk. Yeah, our scouts are running away. Sure. But yeah, besides all those three, I think we got all the top players. Yeah, almost all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 town centers now. Third coming up for Yo, second coming up for Ganji. And yeah, I mean, Lightcap and Boso for Ganji. We got a Scout War here. First Relic for Ganji. And should be first Relic for Yo.
Yep. And so far, it seems like Yo's build is a little bit cleaner. Even with the Vietnamese having in the eco bonus and Byzantines not, Yo able to get that third TC faster. I guess he has a little bit of idle time, but
Thank you,
still doing just fine in
Delight.
that regard.
Yeah, and well, scouts are still chasing here. We got now 2 relics for Yo, Ganji with 1. Okay, so Yo didn't actually do the light cav.
Nope, focused much more on just getting his eco down, and so far, that seems fine enough. Might be difficult to get that third relic, especially as the light cav are swooping towards the monk, but
he just turned
quite.
back. Oh no.
Yep.
Okay, so monks are going back. He doesn't want to fight before Sanctity, even though those are only scouts. And yeah, well, Yo, I mean, it's hard to control everything at the same time, but he should be going for that relic already. But I guess now it's over. Let's see if Ganji can spot him. Oh no, he turned around again.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Monk.
But he...
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I mean, he will notice the relic
Yeah,
disappearing,
as soon as
right?
the monk disappears on the minimap.
Yeah, let's see the reaction. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And he was going for the far relic first anyway because he knows he
Yeah.
has the better
Oh,
army.
delete Spearman.
So,
Delete Spearman.
yeah.
Wait,
Oh, secret Teutons right there.
Oh, but now the counter attack. Yo has 4 scouts there nearby. Ganji? Well, Ganji should get those relics, right?
Yeah. So it seems
So,
like at the end of the day, Yo investing less into the middle map control, getting 2 relics instead of the likely 3, it seems even enough.
yeah. I mean, the economy difference is not that big. I think Ganji has the lead here. Yes, he's 2 villagers behind. Yo is getting wheelbarrow, but other than that, Ganji has more relics, should have more relics. I mean, he has more military. I think he's completely fine. Now we got heavy blowing coming for Yo as well. So he's going for a big echo. So I guess like it will be all about skirmisher and cannon control, right? I think it will be a lot about cannon control actually.
Yeah.
In Imp.
Makes a lot of sense. But Yo, of course, as Byzantines, like we were saying, having access to good monks, so could work to convert some enemy cannons while having the cannons of his own. And then beyond that, of course, a lot of skirmishers seem very likely here.
Yeah, we got the university coming up for Ganji already going on stone, getting wheelbarrow too, but look at Yo's resources, especially as Byzantines. He's almost ready to go up to him, getting his now the university, blocking his gold. I always hate those buildings, but he can just do it on the other side. That's not the end of the world. And do you think he'll go for a forward castle? I mean, that could be great, but look at Ganji already forwarding Siege Workshop.
Well, having invested more into the army than his opponent, he still has light cav and a bunch of monks alive. So yeah, he's in a position to get some damage done. Yo likely just going to need to have that defensive castle, but actually starting to add in some camels. Or I guess behind light cav and husbandry, so in a little bit.
Camels. Oh yeah, that's well, yeah, it will take some time. Ganji just went on stone, so he won't be able to forward the castle anytime soon. But Yo is on the way to in. What? Okay. I thought we would see ranges. Yo is going for a second stable. He's going for cavalry upgrades. So interesting.
Maybe it's just a prediction that Ganji is going to be opening skirms and assuming that this matchup would be a skirm war, and Yo's trying to mind game that and go for the counter skirm unit.
It's possible. It's possible. Clown Dog doesn't like that in the background. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it you with a corgi? I don't remember.
yeah, I have a corgi.
Yeah, so that's also a corgi. So we got 2 corgis here.
Oh, you have a corgi too? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. So that defensive castle is coming up for you. It should go up. Ganji is trying to break through. Light cover coming though. That could be dangerous. Yo. Ganji gotta convert. No reaction. Okay, bye-bye monks.
However, with Yo jumping out these light cav, Ganji should see that they have at least forging and, with good recognition, husbandry as well. So, well, actually, I think it's like Ganji's not actually teching into anything yet. He's getting fletching, and okay, there's the archery range, but he's still not going to have a whole lot by the time Imp comes in.
Yeah. I mean, forging doesn't really tell you much, because many times when you go light cav, players choose to go for forging to help in the light cav war, so maybe that was what Ganji took from this. But yeah, he's going for skirmishers, so he didn't really understand what's happening. Meanwhile, Siege Workshop coming up for Yo forward, and chemistry, so we'll be able to push early with cannons. Ganji will have enough stone for a defensive castle soon. But let's see.
Okay, he's queuing up some archers now, and the reason I thought that the forging might be a tell is if he wasn't going, like, he didn't have forging earlier, so and he didn't have light cav, so why would he be going for forging and light cav if he wasn't going to be focusing more heavily on the archer play at that point when all the relics have been taken.
Just take map control deck.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. I mean, if it was armor, it's an egg reason. It's a saying that something is different is coming. But since it's forging, it's kind of hard to tell. But you know what? It's only 2 stables. He's not really committing to light cav or anything. He's already getting fletching. So yeah, he basically did it. Yeah, just to take map control decks. That's not gonna be his play actually. He's gonna switch to skirmishers. Already got a trap out. If you had enough stone for forward castle here, he would have been at an amazing spot. But since he has only one range and no castle forward, you can lose that position quite easily.
Yeah. The random watchtower I'm not really the biggest fan of. It's a lot of stone for not getting a whole lot more than you would with just an outpost.
Well, Yo thinks he's in Feudal Age Arabia and he's getting a woodline or something. I mean, he's used to that, so that's not really suitable here. But you know what? It's gonna take him off gold eventually. That's not the worst.
Yeah, looks like it just barely ranges it, especially with Bracer coming in.
Yeah. Okay, what is that castle, Yo? Come on.
I
mean, it's still a good
needs
castle.
to be at least 10 tiles to the left.
It's still between 2 golds and a stone, but yeah, a few tiles more forward would have been nice. Okay, so who wins here? I think it's looking quite good for Yo.
Certainly, both players are teching into our beloved skirmishers, but having the cannons already out here in the Treb War is quite helpful. Although they are coming in from the 2 siege workshops for Ganji, so he's looking to catch up in those cannon numbers.
Yeah. And should open the gate, like, the Lycan inside could have been very good for Yo here, quite annoying. He could have been able to snipe cannons actually. But now he might lose a trap or 2. He needs to tag them and run. Run, Yo. Oh my god, he's gonna lose both traps, really?
He is running the Trebs into the ground.
Boy, remember when Ryan was in the tournament? Those were fun times. Poor Ryan, man. Was so close. Was so close to be dealt.
Tragic.
Yeah. Well, tower is down. Gate is down. More range is coming up. Conscription. Oh, Imperial skirmishers. If normal skirmishers were not enough. Now it's a Imp skirms.
All the Imp skirms, and of course getting that extra 7 HP with the Vietnamese. And skirms and cannons. All going to be about macro, taking good fights, unit control. All your basic late game stuff here, but right now, Yo is going to need to defend this forward position.
Yeah. And that's something you probably know and I don't. Which of the civs gets siege engineers if at all?
Vietnamese get siege engineers, Byzantines do not.
Nice. So that should be an advantage for Ganji. Should really aim for that as soon as possible. He has the wood, just missing some food. Will give him a big edge here in the BBC micro. Okay. He has a lot of military, but he's kind of not using it. He has a lot of useless light cav. And
oh, that's where the rewalling comes in. That's really helpful for Ganji. But what I do like from Yo is that he is continuing to make light cav. He's still going to have those anti-skirmisher units as a component of his army. Now, that said, he does need to actually defend this forward position, and he can't run in because of the gate being back up.
What are the skirmishers doing?
They're best.
Now they figured it out. Thumbring final armor for Yo. He still has full map control. Adding seed workshops. Like, is there anything to tech into here for Byzantines, or is it has to be skirmishers? Like,
I think you can grab Hussar as well.
Okay, yeah, should be an option.
Oh, deleting those walls there. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Yeah, especially when the light were coming.
Yeah, you know your opponent has light cap.
Oh, the castle is answer, but we'll get up quite late. Those Like are missing the pile armor he's getting it right now, so maybe the timing is not the perfect one. They do have +2 attacks though, so they're gonna take a cannon. Did they take a cannon down even? I'm not sure.
I think they got one cannon, but still, those imp skirms are not a messing around kind of unit, and the cannon support here from Ganji is where it needs to be. And at the end of the day, he's gonna get that castle up.
Yeah, that's quite important, that castle. Yoi, ooh, it's a cannon. One cannon going down. Yoi's doing cap trams. Yay. He's Byzantine, so the castle has quite a lot of HP here, but those are 6 cannons, and the trap is also coming, so the castle will be going down soon, unless he will get scared of that one cannon. Yeah. Ooh, but he got the trap.
Nice control there for Ganji. Already 20 kills on that group of 7 bombard cannons, and as you're saying, that castle is not likely going to be long for this world.
He did get the siege engineers, by the way, Ganji, so that's quite important. And Yoi is getting block printing, so we might get some monks here, convert cannons.
Oh boy, look at this peak age of empires.
I love skirmishers.
Oh man, right now the imp skirms are doing work though.
Yeah. Yeah, and Yoi's getting redemption. So now his monks will be 6 at castle, though is super important, because if that castle goes down, and it will go down soon, Ganji will be able to push forward. 2 traps going down now, oy vey, and now the castle is next.
Yo's still with a little bit of a score lead, but Ganji has a very nice army, and he's going to start to slowly creep back out onto the map.
Yeah, look what he's doing in the north. He's doing siege ram. He basically like in game number 1 when he tried to push from all sides with siege rams and hussars. He's gonna try and do it again because Vietnamese do not really shine with mobility. But it's not gonna be enough. I feel like Ganji needs either halt now or light of his own.
Yeah. Something. Now, notably, imp skirms deal 2 damage to hussars, whereas regular skirms only deal 1 damage, so they are a lot more effective. But siege ram already starting to punch through.
Oh no, the monk with redemption, 1 conversion. Okay. Ganji with some quick walls, still open though. Hussars are coming. He got rewarded. Rotten archers. Okay, rotten archers are great here.
Yep, already got 10 on the field with the elite upgrade on the way as well. Although they aren't that great versus skirmishers, they're at least a lot more resistant to them. And they are going to be very strong versus the hussars that miss bloodlines.
Yeah. Well, Yoi is doing exactly what he needs to be doing, I think. Like, that push on in the north could be very, very good. If he can take the wall down like next to the TC and push from there, he'll be in a great position. He's coming with 2 more siege rams.
Oh,
Ganji with some
huge
rewalls.
hit though. Huge hit onto the skirms of Yo. Right next to the forward stone.
Okay.
Oh, this could be looking rough. Ganji still has a much larger army.
Well, Ganji's also, Yoi's also killing villagers in the north with some skirmishers. Still being annoying with siege rams. Ganji has a stronger military, I would say, but Yoi's just trying to be annoying from all sides, trying to convert cannons without much success. Now 3 dead monks. Ganji with the rewalls, the BF skills kicking in.
Still, siege rams are looking to make holes in the wall, like have on the way for our blue player as well. Yo, trying to continue with this pressure as best he can, but the KD is not looking super good for him. He's got around 20 more bills. Uh-oh, the worst Tekken AoE 2 coming in. Paper money.
Oh, that's 2 cannons? 2, I thought it was more. 2 cannons going down for Ganji. And he needs his own hussars ASAP. The problem is he has only 34 farmers, which is not good enough. Yo has way more farmers, 50, so he can spam them. Is there a chance that we are going for a reverse sweep like yesterday, or?
Well, I'd be ready for a 5-game set right now. Yo, be getting more monk upgrades. He certainly isn't going to be the type of player that's going to be too phased being down 0-2. Of course, just way too experienced for that. Of course, Ganji's still a very strong player. Is hanging in there with a better army, but still, Yo doing such a beautiful job focusing on so many different angles at once, maintaining map control. Even when he lost that forward castle, he's still the one able to pressure his opponent, and right now, Ganji's about to run out of gold.
Yeah, look at that push coming on the left side, but Yo, he got a castle up. He's sending 6 cannons, 3 traps. That castle of Ganji stands no chance. And he's also still, well, now that push in the north kinda got wrecked by the light kill. But I still feel like it's looking good for Mr. Yo here, but Vietnamese are not easy to kill with those skirmishers and Rattans. They can hold for a while. And
Yes,
he recovered
they
his
can.
farming eco, like 47 farmers all of a sudden for Ganji.
Indeed, he's got a decent amount of space in the back of his base to do that farming. Yo grabbing crop rotation, though. True scholar.
Oh, the ground attack with a cannon smith and another like ever coming, but I don't feel like they can even get one treb. But
Yo's own Huckler's gonna be there. But, I mean, Vietnamese army is really good at, like, these grindy sorts of fights.
yeah. Well, let's see. The castle is so important. If Yo can keep it up, it will give him a really good presence in the left side. Military numbers are actually much better for Ganji. He has only 115 villagers compared to 140 for Yo, so he has more space for military. But
It
his
feels like
economy...
Yo is always doing so much with his military.
Yeah.
You know, Yo is not taking these fights like a guy who's down almost half the army of his opponent. Like, he is just trying to be everywhere at once.
Yeah. That's kind of, like I always say, it's kind of a Tato play. Tato loves doing this strategy, like just overruns the opponent from all sides, and Yo does it quite well as well. And now cannon micro, the Rattans are diving for the trebs. Oh, he can get a sick ground attack. Yo, shoot. Ah, the split. That was insane. And now the castle goes down, and he sends the Rattans to finish the cannons.
Yeah, like, what's stopping you?
Yeah, that's weird. 3 cannons, just for the taken. The Ganji recovering a bit. Still pop. 85 military, wow. Almost doubles the military here for Ganji.
Yeah, he is out of gold, though. So it's going to be difficult to... Well, I say he's out of gold. He has 3 relics and paper money.
Yeah.
So he's basically got 5 relics.
Yeah.
Based off of 42 lumberjacks.
I'm not sure about that. Is that 2 relics, 42
Yeah.
lumberjack?
Yeah, it's around 20 lumberjacks gives you the gold of 1 relic.
Okay. That's nice. That's a big advantage for the later game, but Yo still has gold. Yeah, he has a lot of gold. He has 2,500 gold in the bank, and he still has an untouched gold with 2,400 that he just mined. And yeah, he's not running out of gold anytime soon. There's still gold in the middle too. And stone that Ganji is now mining. The fortified walls, he wants to stop those attacks. But Yo, who's sending more and more siege rams and hussars and now arbalest. Oh yeah. I honestly have no idea who is winning here.
It's really fun, that's for sure. I love that Yo is being so relentless with these siege rams. He is never giving Ganji the opportunity to just group up his entire army and go for a big push.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work out for Yo in game number 1, but it feels like that might be a little bit more successful here. But Yo has to be so careful with these arbs as they just die really hard to imp skirms.
Yeah, and Ganji needs to be careful with his cannons though. Hussars are coming. Yeah. Okay, sending them back. Might lose 1 or 2. Let's see. Nope. Oh, was it just passing? Oh, the house. What? Okay, 1.
Yeah, 1 does go down. Cannon trying to get a good hit. Oh, but Ganji's own cannon's not doing too poorly, but Yo's still with a couple of hussars left. The repairs are being attempted. No blast furnace. Certainly makes it difficult for either of these players to effectively snipe the enemy onagers, or bombard cannons. And right now, Ganji still has a big army lead and is ahead by around 150 in the KD.
Yeah. He cleaned now the push in the north, he's pushing forward in the middle. I mean, maybe he's missing some... I don't know if he needs halves actually. Does he need halves? Look what he's doing, Cavaliers!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Paladin makes a lot of sense here.
Paladin! I forgot the Byzantines get Paladins actually.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
I mean, you don't have Bloodlines or Blast Furnace, but Paladins are still Paladins. And in this sort of situation, they would, I think, be pretty good at getting the job done.
That could be sick actually, yes. Byzantine Paladins. What a time to be alive.
It's why it's in the tech tree. You don't need them often, but this is a situation where you have a lot of gold as Mr. Yo, but he's struggling to find an army comp to deal with what his opponent is making with all the light cav and Rattan archers. And Ganji able to push back out of that and get a little bit more gold income from that one that's forward. And it's going to be a while before Paladin actually comes in for Yo.
So what's better, a Celt Paladin or a Byzantine Paladin? I remember.
It depends if you prefer Blast Furnace or Plate Parting Armor.
Ah, it's armor versus attack? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're exactly the same.
So, big push from Ganji, but Yo is trying to buy time till he's able to mass his Paladins. For now, he doesn't have a single... Okay, now his Cavalier is queued. And I feel like Ganji doesn't know it yet, but he needs the halves. He will really need the halves.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Ganji's gonna get a forward castle down. Yo's lost a lot. His, population is really dropping.
Yeah, more than triple the military now for Ganji, but Yo is slowly massing the Paladins. Probably he's getting very low on the gold, and he has only 11 more Cavaliers in the queue. So, and now Ganji should know, like he can see the Cavaliers. Ooh, look, that trading in the south so important. The villagers are escaping to the castle, but that castle is not gonna be a refuge because the castle is going
that
down.
Is not an area of safety, Mr. Yo.
What? Okay, but he got scared of the Paladins, so he sent the cannons back.
But that's already a lot of Rattan archers. That's 42 Rattan archers. Ganji is back to gathering more gold. And this is looking really rough for Mr. Yo. I mean, he spent so many resources getting the Paladins, but he's not going to be able to really afford all that many more. And Ganji is just taking such incredibly efficient fights.
I kind of feel like those Rattans can clean the Paladins without too many problems, without bloodlines. He needs to focus on the ramps with the cannons, and he got it.
Yep.
Or kill all the skirmisher, that's also good, but I feel like he needs to save the castle first.
We're only at these 16 Paladins right now. Units charging in, of course, and this might look decent for the Paladins.
Oh, it's a quick balls! Almost! Oh,
no.
Man. Well, only one Paladin actually made it through to snipe cannons. And only one cannon went down, and all the Paladins are dead. Remember when he had Paladins?
Yeah.
Okay. It's looking like Mr. 7-0 is gonna get 3-0'd here.
It does.
Ganji's on fire, I'm telling you, he's looking so strong.
Yeah, he's playing incredibly well. I mean, he's beating Yo in the late game, and that is not something that's very easy to do. And Vietnamese seems like a very solid answer to the Byzantines.
Yeah, I hope less for him that he's done his homework, cause... Well, now Ganji needs to rewall maybe, Hussars are coming, no. So he might send them to raid.
With just enough resources, like he just pushed out and got the gold when he needed to. Able to get to just enough Rattan archers to deal with the Paladins, and keep the siege alive when needed.
Look at the military now, 92 to 21, this is absolutely over.
Oh yeah.
Yo is trying, but he has one castle left. He's still taking gold, but now Ganji's already there, Radiant, making sure that the gold income will not continue. And yeah, whew, 52 Rattan Archers. Like, it's unkillable.
Yeah, that's just... And 154 kills on them already. Ganji's just taking way too efficient of fights for Yo to be able to stop this.
Yeah. And now finally a raid from Ganji. Usually he has been raiding the whole series, but now he's sending the villagers in. The light come in. A lot of villagers are gonna die there. Castle is going down. Is there any way to come back here, or we're just waiting for the inevitable?
Well, Yo's looking for a way back. I think that it is going to be very difficult because even if he masses up to 200 pop, his army's always going to be worse than Ganji's. I mean, Ganji's already at almost 10k army value.
Another attempt to push in the north. Only one siege rams on. Now it's down. Ganji with the heavy fortification, with the fortified walls. Oh, and now the monastery should be going down soon. What? Oh, the trap by Ganji. What? What's it? What's his plan? What are those villagers doing there even? GG. Wow.
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 So
wow,
impressive there from Ganji.
Yeah, it was brutal. Like, he played amazing. I don't remember any mistakes by him. Like, it was just perfect, this said by him.
Yeah, knew exactly what he needed to do. He took map control in the mid game. He held on with his imp skirms, was able to push Yo back even when Yo was pressuring him from a bunch of different angles, and then just steadily build up to a massive 50 Rattan archers that just kill everything.
Yeah, that was insane. We did see exactly 400 skirmishers from Mr. Yo, which did not save him. And poof, Ganji is the last player in the quarterfinals, guys. He will face Vilas, and that should be a really, really sick set. That will happen either on